I'm really still passionate about the idea that a good job can change someone's life, can really help them get on the path that they want for their own lives. And having a strong, supportive team behind you that really believes in you is really what can bring someone to meet their full potential.
So what are the top 5 things that how you help agents?
Absolutely. So we are a one-stop shop for agents and their clients, especially for listing prep. So all of those big and small punch list items that come up when you're getting a property ready for photos, for open house to get on the market. If we're cleaning out a home that, say, an elderly couple has been in for 50, 60 years, that's a hugely emotional project to be undertaking. And we work side by side with families in those situations, and I'm sure agents have that similar experience.
Welcome everybody, I am Kamil Sarji, your host today of Just 2 Minutes. And today I have Brigid here. Brigid, you want to tell us about yourself?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. I am Brigid Newman, Community Business Developer at Surv. I am from Cranston, Rhode Island, born and raised. Built my career mostly in education, taught English abroad and here in the US, and then got into a career in workforce development. So got really passionate about creating job opportunities, especially for young people, job training, mentoring. I worked at an organization called Year Up here in Providence for 11 years as a teacher and then as a fundraiser. So really got involved in that workforce development space. And then I discovered Surv. And the connection for me is that Surv has a mission to elevate the next generation by meeting the needs of the community. So we hire young people, we train them in the jobs that we do, we provide a lot of guidance and growth opportunities. And at the same time, we're helping people in their homes, we're helping small businesses, we're helping real estate agents complete their to-do list so that they can grow their businesses. So I just am really still passionate about the idea that a good job can change someone's life, can really help them get on the path that they want for their own lives. And having a strong, supportive team behind you that really believes in you is really what can bring someone to meet their full potential. That's what really brought me to Surv and to be in the position that I'm in. And my role as community business developer is to be out in the community, tell people about Surv, what we do, how we can help them, whether they're a homeowner, a real estate agent, an interior designer, a event planner. Everybody needs extra hands for their projects, and Surv is that partner. We help everyone tackle their to-do list for their home, their yard, their business, their events. And we always bring that extra level of customer service to everyone that we serve. And we really strive to be the best part of someone's day, whether it's when they make a phone call to us, that it's a pleasant experience, booking the job, going through that process. We answer the phone. We want to make sure we're doing that for them efficiently. And then when our local workers, who we call locals, show up to the door, they're friendly, they're reliable, they're hardworking, they're going to get the job done. And it's also going to be a really great experience for our customers or our neighbors.
That's awesome. Yeah. I met you at a networking event and I thought it'd be really interesting to hear more about what you guys do and definitely help real estate agents out. And thank you for doing this interview, Just 2 Minutes. As you know, Just 2 minutes, I have to ask you the 2 minutes questions.
Okay.
So are you ready for the questions?
I am ready.
Okay, here we go. What country did you have your greatest memories?
Oh, wow. Costa Rica. That was the first country that I went to teach abroad. So it was a really amazing experience to be. I went there all on my own. Yeah. I just figured it out and made friends and found a job. It was a great adventure, and that kind of got me that travel bug to keep doing it more and find other opportunities.
Cool. What about state? What state did you have the greatest memories?
State, well, aside from Rhode Island, I went to college at Penn State, and that was a transformative experience as well. Just first time leaving home, made amazing friends, kind of had that quintessential college experience going to the football games. And, so that I would probably say when I was in college at Pennsylvania.
Awesome. Okay. How about, all right, let's say this country was communist and everybody makes the same amount of money doing any job. What job would you do?
I would be doing this job.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can honestly say that.
Who's your favorite mythical creature?
Pegasus.
Okay. What's your favorite dish?
I love to eat. I love to cook. That's a very hard question.
Pick one dish that you...
Dumplings.
Okay. Dumplings. Who would you serve the dumplings to in the world as like world leaders? Who would you choose? Who would you choose as to serve that dumpling to?
A world leader? They have to be alive.
Oh no, that would be
Nelson Mandela.
all right. Awesome. You think he'd like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's a pretty worldly guy, or was a worldly guy.
I don't think he's. I'm gonna guess he probably never had dumplings in his life.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to check that out. But anyways, enough of me and silly questions. Let's talk about Serve You. First thing, how did you guys come up with that name?
Serve.
Yeah, Serve.
So previously the company was called Rent Sons.
Mm-hmm.
And our founder and CEO, Patrick Brown, started the company. He's from Little Compton. Started it as a way to pay for college, going around to his neighbors and saying, what do you need me to do around the house? I can paint. I can weed your garden. I can fix things here and there, move some boxes, really anything that you needed. And so that was kind of the original concept, right? All the things that you want your sons to do, but maybe they're not doing it or they're not around anymore because they've gotten older and moved away and had their own families. And so about 3 years ago, the company rebranded to Serve. And Serve is an acronym for serving unconditionally with recognizable values.
Oh, okay. So it has a meaning.
Yes.
Okay.
And so the idea is to bring those values to the forefront of the name and the brand, and to elevate it a bit, to showcase that at the heart of the business is really the just love for helping people.
And I didn't know that you had, that's how you had get your help is, the programs that you have to hire more.
Yes.
That's pretty.
So we have some great recruitment partnerships. We go to schools, churches, job training programs, and we really try to find value-aligned organizations where we can recruit directly from. And like I said, we just want people who, we'll ask them, hey, do you like helping people? Yeah. Okay, you're on the team. We can teach you everything else. But those characteristics are the most important thing that we're looking for.
Cool. So for a real estate agent, as you know, we have so many things that we do, but you guys help with taking away a lot of those tasks that we have to do. So what are the top 5 things that how you help agents?
Absolutely. So we are a one-stop shop for agents and their clients, especially for listing prep. So all of those big and small punch list items that come up when you're getting a property ready for photos, for open house to get on the market. So top jobs that we do for agents, junk removal, moving. So we are a full-scale moving company. So we can do a full house move, as well as some of the curb appeal projects like power washing, painting, yard work. So trimming the hedges, leaves, window washing. And then I would say odd jobs, and that really encompasses anything that that needs to be done, small repairs, anything that needs to be done to pass an inspection. So a good example is I've had an agent call and say they just needed a railing installed from the basement to the bulkhead to pass the inspection. And the inspection's in 2 days. Can you send someone over to do that? Yeah. So a really important job that's necessary to move the sale forward, but it's small. So it can be challenging to get larger companies to come out and do those jobs. So we provide a really efficient process to have the to-do list. The client and the agent kind of create this list together. Yeah. And then we can go over and get it all done in a day or so. And then we can also, move the client, get them settled into their new home and help them out with painting a room or pulling up a rug, all the things that people need when they are in the new home and they want to make it their own.
Wow. Peeling paint is a huge thing too, with the railing for FHA. Making sure those things are done right. That's great. Like how long does it, how much heads up do you need? Because to us, it's like, oh my gosh, I need this done. I just found out about it and I need it done tomorrow.
Absolutely. So we do have a membership for realtors.
Oh.
And it's specifically designed to help them and their clients through this process. And as a realtor member, we provide a 2-day turnaround for jobs like that. Sometimes even faster, because there can be emergency situations where we'll get a call and say, help, the garage is full of stuff and we have a showing tomorrow and the seller didn't clean it out. So can you send a truck over? So we do, have those things come up, but 2-3 day turnaround is pretty standard for our members. Anybody can book a job, and then we usually book about a week or 2 depending on the season. So it's definitely a great benefit to be a member to get that priority booking.
Interesting. Okay. Let's talk about someone selling a house and the buyer's agents walking around on the final walkthrough and they're like, oh my gosh, you didn't move all your stuff out. It's all trash in here. They'd call you and you guys would get that stuff out.
Absolutely.
And then they bill the seller for not taking care of the...
Absolutely. Yep. We can bring trucks. We can haul it away.
With this membership package, it's a monthly?
For realtors, it's an annual membership. It's $399 for the year. And that also includes a 10% discount on all services for the agent.
Okay.
So if you were a member, you would get 10% off anything that you needed at your home, at your office, any of those projects. And then you pass it on to your clients as well. So when they call, they just say, Kamil is my agent.
Yeah.
He's a member. We will automatically apply that discount to the job. And then it also includes unlimited gift of help cards. These are $100. And the agent can give them to their clients as a closing gift. Many of them use it in that way because, everyone's giving a closing gift, but this is unique. People don't need more stuff when they move into a new home. They need help. So that's an added value as an agent that you can provide to your clients. So to sum it up, the realtor membership includes priority booking, 2-day turnaround, the 10% discount, and then the unlimited $100 gift cards.
Wow, unlimited. But you can't combine all of them.
Correct.
I have $1,000 worth of, okay.
Right. So it's one gift card per client. But it's they can also use it for moving. So that's another way that clients will use them. So they can use it at any point in the process. They could use the gift card for any listing prep that we do. They can use it for moving, or you can give it to them at the end. It's really however the agent wants to use that benefit.
Have you found any, while you're cleaning out stuff, getting rid of stuff, have you ever found anything crazy, like a snake or something that...
I do believe, not myself personally, but I have heard stories from our locals in the field of finding dead animals and all sorts of things. But
why wouldn't they know there's a dead animal? I mean, that thing stinks.
They're professionals and they handle it. But yeah, especially a junk removal, you kind of never know what you're going to find. But on the flip side, sometimes people have really cool stuff and they say, hey, if you guys like anything, feel free to take it. So You never know.
Wow. Cool. Yeah, I wondered, like, I mean, aside from like dead bodies, like that's another issue. But
Yes.
What, you found dead bodies?
Not that
Did
I know.
you?
Not that I know.
I mean, you have to call it in, but
Yes,
that's
exactly.
like, that's a crazy story.
Exactly.
Like,
Well, it is interesting because being in the home services, you're walking into someone's intimate space, right? So we say it's more than an odd job, that you really create personal connections with people. You bond over these projects. If we're cleaning out a home that, say, an elderly couple has been in for 50, 60 years, that's a hugely emotional project to be undertaking. And we work side by side with families in those situations. And I'm sure agents have that similar experience, right? Like, it's a very big decision to move out of a family home.
Oh my gosh.
And it can be heavy. And so we really train our team to be emotionally responsive in those situations and to be kind and patient, because you never know, what memory is going to come up when people are going through their stuff.
Yeah, it's even worse when the parents, the last of them, pass away, and then the kids have to sell the house. Oh my gosh, that's emotional too, because this is where they grew up, and seeing someone else come in, and so that's very sensitive. But yeah, that's great that you guys keep that in mind. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, the body thing. Like, I think there was a story once where this guy's mom passed away. He didn't want to like bury her, so he kept her in the house and like wrapped her up and nice. Like,
yeah, hopefully we don't encounter any of those situations.
Man,
we don't want to be on the news for a story like that.
Goodness. Yeah, humans are special. Like, it's I don't know. It's just, we haven't evolved to the next level yet, where we're all like smart and like staying low. No, everybody's different and unique. How do you promote yourselves? How do you get the word out to realtors that you do this type of thing? Because you do everything that like a lifesaver, and you make us look great. We have an awesome team behind us. How do you reach out? Yeah.
So one great way to get the word out is to do a presentation at a brokerage. Most agencies have monthly meetings. So I will come and do a presentation, tell all the agents about our services, hopefully get some agents signed up as a member. That's one great way. Networking, like how I met you. There's a lot of agents at various networking events. So I always try to find them and make sure that they know who we are. And it's very exciting when I meet somebody new and they're like, oh yeah, I refer you to clients all the time. I use you all the time. Of course, in a business like this, it's very much word of mouth. So, and then fostering those relationships with the agents that use us regularly and are members and are very happy with the service, making sure that I'm checking in with them, asking them if there's other agents that I should be talking to, and having those one-on-one conversations, and just continuing to do great work so that agents will refer us to other agents as well. Especially within agencies, I understand that a lot of times when these situations come up, people are calling each other, they're texting each other. Do you have a guy who does this? Do you have a guy who does that? And what I like to say is, we're the guy. In Rhode Island, you say, you got to know a guy. We're the guy for everything. And so just, continuing to build that brand and that reputation within the real estate industry.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. When I first met you, I was like, putting two and two together. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Where do you guys serve? Where does serve?
We serve all of Rhode Island and neighboring Mass and Connecticut.
You're there helping the homeowner, the new homeowner, or someone who sold, or do those people end up reaching back out and asking for things to do and to grow?
Absolutely.
Do you get repeat customers?
Absolutely. Yep. And that's really the idea around this membership with the agents, is that it also is a way for us to reach out to new neighbors. We call our customers neighbors, new neighbors, because they are introduced to our services by their agent. And then once they're in their new home, they realize, we have lots of stuff to do. that company that moved us, or that, they were so great, let's call them again. They can come and clean up our leaves and clean our gutters and power wash the house and paint the deck. Yep. So that does happen a lot.
Have you had a situation where someone came in and they're like, oh yeah, I need all this stuff taken out, and you guys take it out, and then the owner of all that stuff is like, wait, what are you guys doing? This is all my stuff. Like, who said you can take this?
There sometimes can be some, dispute over where things are going.
Yeah.
I think that's where our customer service really comes on the front end. We are very, very clear about what the expectations are of a job are from the beginning. So we really try to get as many details as possible of what exactly are the items, where are they going, when we get to the job site, who is the point of contact, who's in charge, because we try to avoid those situations as much as possible. You don't want,
how do you
a homeowner saying something and an agent is saying something else. And if that does arise, we would just pause. Okay, let's take a moment. Let's call the office, review the work order, and make a plan to move forward to make sure that this project is successful.
Okay. I mean, like, if you think of it, what if a landlord's trying to evict someone and they're like, oh yeah, I need this place emptied out because I'm going to be renting it, and they have the key, they open a door, wipe everything out. Tenant comes back from work and it's empty, and they're like, what happened? And he's like, I don't know.
Well, that is definitely a sticky situation.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to have kind of one person that we're working with, and try not to get involved in any of the drama that's going on with a renter and a landlord. And we do really encourage the homeowner to be there when we're doing a project, because that helps just keep that open line of communication and helps with the expectation, so that they are present to make sure that if a renter were to come back or something like that, that we're not putting our team in a position where they have to deal with
dangerous situation. Yeah. So has that happened where they were in a dangerous situation?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Not that I know of. Yeah. I mean, we have great neighbors that we've formed long-lasting relationships with, and even when we have new neighbors, we have very few disputes. We also have a membership for homeowners. So that starts at $120 a month, and that's for 2 hours of labor. Again, they can just give us their to-do list, and we can come over and do that regular maintenance that they need. Right now, for example, it's a lot of cleaning up leaves, gutters, window washing. Coming up in December, we'll be putting up holiday lights, wood stacking. So, a lot of those seasonal jobs, but also, interior painting and those minor repairs. And so for a lot of homeowners, it's a great solution to have that monthly membership plan. And so we're always trying to grow our membership, because then we have those repeat customers. We build rapport with them. Yeah. We understand what their expectations are on the job. We understand what their needs are. They understand how our company works. And that's a great way for us to work with our neighbors.
Do you is realtors like your target market? Like you're focusing more on realtors and working with realtors, or
I would say one of them in terms of our B2B partnerships, realtors is definitely in the top. As far as homeowners, our target market is majority are seniors aging in place. So those older homeowners who want to stay in their home and they just physically, cannot maintain the home anymore. Okay. And so that's also really aligned with our mission, right? To serve the community, to allow them to stay safely and comfortably in their home. And we come over and take care of all the things that they need done around the house. But also busy working parents, they have lots going on, and they don't necessarily want to spend their weekends doing home and yard projects. They want to go out and spend quality time with their family. They want to be able to travel. And so outsourcing that to-do list to us allows them to have that gift of time back where they can be doing things that they want to do, and we can take care of everything else.
Okay. So realtors, and then next is like homeowners,
Yep.
specifically like kids whose parents are elderly,
Mm-hmm.
because those are the ones who can refer.
Yes, absolutely. And then as far as other business partnerships, interior designers, so we can help them with moving furniture in and out, hang art, hang mirrors, touching up walls, things like that. Event planners. So we also do event assistance. So setup, breakdown, trash removal, parking. So everything from a backyard wedding or a house party to a private party to PVD Fest. We do all the trash removal for that event.
Out.
So large public events as well. Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's really cool. Yeah, I love PVD Fest.
Yeah. So that's a great way for us to get out in the community as well. And I think what's really great about the job for locals is that they get so much variety, right? They could be today doing a full day of moving, an 8-hour move. And then tomorrow they're doing parking at Rhode Island Night Market. And then the next day they're painting. So they get to work with different teammates. They get to do different jobs, build their skill set in a variety of ways, see different parts of the state. I mean, we move the furniture in the Newport mansions very regularly. If they're setting up to film The Gilded Age, we'll move the furniture.
Goodness, how big are you guys? You're like everywhere.
Yeah. So we have a team of anywhere between 50 and 70, depending on the season. And so, we're doing
how's the
all sorts of interesting jobs.
Organizational structure of everything? Like, obviously you have the CEO.
Yep. So we have our headquarters is in Newport. Mm-hmm. So we have an office there. So we have our CEO, we have a general manager, a community manager who oversees kind of the day-to-day operations and locals. We have anywhere between 2 and 5 people in the call center, depending on the season. So they're booking jobs and scheduling, we have a full-time estimator. So he goes out and does our in-person estimates and works with our customers in that way. And then I am doing our business development. So, and then we also have marketing. Yep. So we do a lot of print marketing, email, but a lot of it is word of mouth, organic referrals. Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So bloop, 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 bloop. I call you guys. What happens?
So if it's on business hours, Monday through Saturday, somebody will answer the phone. Yeah. How can we serve you today?
I need someone's moving. They need everything cleared out of this house they're moving to. And then
and so then we would just ask a variety of questions around the scope of the job. Where is it? Is it a full house move? How many bedrooms? Get a sense of the job, and so that we can do the estimate. We may send someone out to do an in-person estimate so we can make sure that that's accurate. Get a preferred date of service, and that same day or the next day we would send you that estimate. And then you would decide if you wanted to approve it, and then we would go ahead and schedule it for you.
Okay.
And that can all be done over the phone.
What if it's an emergency situation? I don't care. I trust the quote. Just come out, and I need someone because everybody else canceled on me.
Mm-hmm. We would still send you an estimate because that is, the agreement, and we want to make sure that there's no.
Without seeing it, you can send an estimate?
Depends on the job.
Okay.
Yeah. So some jobs we can estimate over the phone, and some jobs we send out an in-person estimator. But we definitely want to make sure on the front end that we're being as accurate as possible, and that there's a very clear understanding between us and you about what the scope and the expectations of the job are. We want to get that done for you as efficiently as possible. We also want to make sure that everything is very clear on the front end to avoid any challenges once the job gets going. So, we can get an estimate done pretty quickly, a day or two, and then send that over to you. And we'll say, do you need trucks? Do you, where do you want everything taken? Right. So getting all those details in place first, and then we'll estimate how many locals that we need, how many hours we think it will take, if there's any additional materials or vehicles that we need, and we'll put that all together for you.
Okay. So move everything in. While we're moving, we realize one of the doors is broken. Can you guys take care of that? That'll be an additional thing. Decide on the price then and there, and then.
Yeah. So then if that were the case, you would just call the office and say, hey, I'd like to add on this job. There may or may not be someone on the job that can do it.
Okay.
So we do have some very skilled handymen on our team who are just those type of guys who can figure out how to fix anything.
Yeah.
If they're there and they have their tools, yeah, we could do it.
Yeah.
If not, we would figure out another time to send. We want to make sure we're sending the right person with the right skills and the materials and tools that they need. And they'd come back and fix that for you.
Awesome. Wow. Thank you so much for stopping by and explaining everything. You guys are definitely someone a realtor needs to have in their team.
Yes, absolutely.
So how can people find you? How can people find Surv?
Yeah. So our website is We Surv, WESURV.com. And our number is 401-337-8813. That's to book a job.
Awesome.
And my information is also there. So if realtors want to get in touch with me directly about the realtor membership, I can be reached at Brigid, BRIGID.N @WeSurv.com.
All right. You guys have TikTok also? You do the dances and.
We're not there yet.
Okay.
We're not on TikTok. Okay. We are on Instagram. We're on Facebook. So that's a good place to find us as well.
Awesome. All right. Thank you very much for stopping by.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
My agent's got a squad. We all in the zone. In-house help, so they ain't doing it alone. They focus on clients, negotiating win, while the back end's hand 'em, man, that's how we spin. I hand 'em business, watch 'em all climb.